Hello guys. Yeah, let's just wait for a couple of more minutes so that others can join. Okay, let's start. So for the first question, which obviously I want to clarify is how many of you guys have completed their assignments? I know Saud and Afseen and Fareen and yeah, Siraj have done at least have started, and some of them are also completed their assignments. How about the other guys? Imran bhai, did you get time to look at that assignment or
No,
try?
I'm very sorry, man. The way the job is like, it just
Oh,
exhausts me like by the end of the day. But I'm trying, Baba. I'll catch up. I'll request them for some leaves, like hopefully next 2 weeks, and then I could catch up or so. But I'm trying my level best, sir. I'll do it.
no, no, I definitely understand. You being,
Sorry.
yeah, no, it's okay. No, it's completely okay. I mean, I can definitely understand from your part. How about you, Faizan bhai? Were you able to give some time?
Shadir, by 2 minutes, I'm just searching my headphone. Two
Okay, okay,
minutes.
sure, sure. So yeah, so I mean, nevertheless, no issues. I mean, for the people who have completed their assignments or at least try to do their assignments, well done, congratulations. You guys at least try to do it. But one thing which I actually got to know a lot, which I want to discuss this is with respect to one of the questions which was in the assignment, which was basically the password validator, right? The password validation. So what exactly here we need to do is that given a password, that was whenever we guys try to go over a website and try to register ourselves, create a new account, you enter a unique username and also you try to assign a password for that account, right? You try to create a password. Now that creation of password comes with some certain conditions, like the condition which was meant here is that the password should contain should have length of more than 6, and but not of more than 16. So it should be within a range of the length of the password should be within a range of 6 and 16, right? And the other conditions are like it should have one digit present in it. It should have one uh, upper letter present in it, like uppercase letter. It should have one lowercase letter, and it should have also one special symbol in that password, right? Like for example, if I have created a like for example, if I give password such as let's say I give a very, let's say I give a password A, B, C, D, 1, 2, 3. It will basically give me that password should at least contain one lowercase letter. Okay, so if I do this, then it will say password should contain at least one special character, right? So if I do this, now it says that this password, right? This password is basically a valid password when it says true, right? So what exactly does it basically mean? That you have to satisfy each and every condition, then only it will create, it will give that proper true value. Like if I give small password, then it will say length should be at least 6. And if I give a very long password, then it will length should be not greater than 8. It shouldn't be greater than 8, it should be greater than 16. Yeah. Okay. So many of you guys have I have asked me that, okay, how do we exactly, because this is a little complicated, considering that you guys have just started combining all the for loops and if condition, everything. So we will go through this program once, like how exactly we have done it with whatever we have learned, how we have combined each and everything, so that we are able to solve this. So first of all, I have defined a function. Okay, I have defined a function, and the function name is password validate. Okay, so is my screen is visible to everyone, right?
Yes.
Okay, so I have defined a function with the name password validate, and I am taking an input for this function, the argument as password, which is nothing but my password string, which I will be passing to this function, right? I am defining a list of special symbol characters, which I had given you, that these are the special symbol characters which a password should have. These are the special symbol, at least the special symbol character should be having at least minimum one occurrence, right? And then what I'm doing after that is I'm creating uh, four different Boolean values, okay, Boolean variables. So check digit. So this in using this Boolean variable check digit, I am checking for the numbers. Check. Similarly, I am creating check upper, check lower, check sum, check symbol. Okay, so I'm first of all I'm assigning the value for all of these Boolean variables is false. Can somebody tell me what is a Boolean variable and what are the two possible options in a Boolean variable? Which a Boolean variable can be assigned?
0 and 1.
Yeah, 0 and 1, true or false, right? So yeah. So we have given like false, false, false. So basically at the start itself, we are saying that everything, whatever condition we are doing, it should be false. Okay. And then we are now checking for each and every condition specified. For example, the first condition which I'm checking for with using the if condition is if the length of the password is less than 6. Okay. So as soon as I know that the length of the password is less than 6, then I am saying print length should be at least 6. That is, it should at least have more than 6 characters in your password. And I'm returning false. Why am I returning false here? Because here the returning false basically means that the password is not proper. Since here the length of the password is less than 6, that is why I'm returning false. Similarly, I am saying if length of password is more than 16, then I'm printing length should be not greater than 16. And I'm again returning false, right? Now for the rest of the, sorry, for rest of the like password validations, the checking the digit, checking the uppercase, if we say return true, then that is illogical, right? I mean, if we say return true, then that will basically say that, okay, even if your length of the password is less than 6, your password is still valid. So that shouldn't be the case. That is why we are saying return false. Okay. So for checking other conditions, like for checking numbers, uppercase letter, lowercase letter, symbol. So what the condition is that the password should contain at least one number, one uppercase letter, one lowercase letter, and one symbol. So that is at least one time. So basically what we are trying to do here is we are trying that whether any of the character mentioned here, whether any of the character, right, has any of the character inside this test at the rate 123 satisfied the condition or not. So since we are checking for any of the characters, we have to check for each and every character, right? First, that is why I have created a for loop. What I'm doing in this for loop, for each character in password, if the character, okay, if the character has digit, now is digit is a function which we had seen earlier, is digit, okay, is digit function basically will tell you whether that character, for example, if I say 9 is digit, it will return true. Whereas if I say A is digit, it will return false. So if it finds a number, it will return true. Okay, if it finds a number, it will return true. If it doesn't find a number, it will return false. So that is how, what I'm saying is, if that character is digit, then assign check digit Boolean variable as true. That is, we have found a digit inside the password. Okay. Similarly, here what I'm doing, I'm checking for character is upper. So if I say character is upper, it will return true. If it is, it will return false. So if it is small letter, it will return false. If it is capital letter, it will return true. Similarly, you have one more which says is lower. It will return false. Whereas if it is lowercase, then it will return true. So what I'm doing here is I'm checking for is upper. If it is upper, then I'm assigning the check upper updating the check upper Boolean variable to be true. Similarly, I am doing for character is lower. If the character is lower, basically any of the character has a lower, then I am assigning the check lower equal to true. Okay. And here what I'm doing, checking for at least one symbol. If the character falls in the special symbol, then I am updating the value check symbol equal to true. Okay. So using this for loop, what I'm doing, I am updating all these values. So if all of these values return to be true, gets updated to be true, that basically means that my password is a valid password. So that is what here I am doing. I am saying if check digit equal to false. Okay. If check digit equal to false, that is even after running this entire for loop, the check digit Boolean variable doesn't get updated with true value, then then it basically means that it still has the initial value which we are assigned as false. So that is why if check digit equal to false, then I'm printing password should contain at least one number. Okay. Elif check lower equal to false, that is, then I'm saying password should contain at least one lowercase character. Similarly for upper, similarly for symbol, like password should contain at least one special character. Elif, otherwise, if you are getting check digit true, check lower true, check upper true, check symbol true, okay, then you say it return true. Return true as in your password, you can just say print. You can say your password is valid. See. So this is how you write the password validator function. Okay. If I remove one special capital T, then it will give me at least one uppercase character. If I do this, but if I remove symbol, then it will say me one special character should be contained. If I remove the numbers, it will say that the length. Okay, that a password should contain at least one number. If even though my password is everything is right, but if I have the number as length of the password should not be greater than 16, right? Any doubt on this? Do you guys have any doubts? I am copy pasting this on the chat box. You guys can try this out on the chat box. Yeah, you can. I mean, yeah, so sorry. Thanks for pointing it out. Every question was using dry exception handling, so I didn't do that. So I can just introduce exception handling here. I can just say tab, and then I have to say here exception as E. Print exception occurred. Exception occurred while validating while password validation. Okay, so now if I give this, then it is fine. If I give this, it will definitely give me an error. If I give numbers, it will give me exception occurred, password validation, object type int has no length. If I, let's suppose, give float, then it will say float has no length. If I give a list, and it will still say understood. Any doubts?
Sir,
Yes.
can you scroll up?
Yeah, wait.
Yes. That under 16 and yeah, here. If the password is above 16 and it will return false, then the rest code won't run. The for loop.
Yeah, it won't run here. So one thing which you guys have to understand is, as soon as you call the return function, as soon as you call, as soon as you implement the return statement, okay, the rest of the code won't run. It will just directly return from here. It won't check for the other additional conditions. Let me just copy paste this on the chat so that any doubts? Do you guys have any doubts? Shall we move ahead? everyone understood the solution? How exactly we have implemented this? Any doubts?
Azri, can you scroll down, please? Very important.
Yeah, Faizan, any doubts regarding this?
No, got it.
Okay. Okay, so yeah, done. Okay, so let's move forward. So today we will, until now, we have seen a lot of until now we have just seen what is Python, how do we program in Python, what are the different aspects of Python, what are the different data types of Python, how can we create functions, what are the different functions available, and what are different classes and methods, how do we create classes and everything, right? Now we will move ahead and we will see today we will see two main aspects. Okay, the first being Python file handling. Now we will move on to how we can use Python as a programming language to automate your daily stuff, right? So for example, let's suppose a very basic example. Let's suppose that you have a file, a text file. Okay. You have a text file which has this content. Hello, this is Python file operations. We have Python engineers in the class. Bye. So we have 3 lines. Now, this file is located anywhere in your desktop. It can be in any location. Okay, it just needs write permissions, like in the read permissions, and you can access this file using Python itself. Now, since you can access this file using Python, you can then make changes to the file, update the file content, read the file content, write a new file, read a new file, right? And you can do a lot of stuff. So for doing this, Python has support for file handling operations. Okay. So when I say file handling operations, it basically means Python internally supports to handle your data which is present in files. So for that, we will now see a new function which says, so what do you do for whenever you want to open a file? What do? You double click, right? Double click, or you try, whenever you're trying to run a program, you double click it. So for opening the file, here also you have the open function, and in the open function, okay, you need to give 2 things. Okay, the first thing is the location of the file. Here, since the file itself is present in my, where I am actually working, in my wherever my IPYNB file is present, my local Python file is present. Since it is present here itself, I can directly name the file as my file. Okay, and here I want to also give what I'm trying to do with this file, whether I'm trying to read it from the file, whether I'm trying to write to the file, or whether I'm trying to append to the file. Okay, here I'm trying to read the file. So I just have to say this, right? Now you have created a my file object. If you see type of my file, you will see it is a text input output wrapper. It is basically a file object. Okay, so now when I say my file dot, you will have multiple methods, but the method which we are looking at is read lines. If I call this read lines, then you will get all of the output from the file. Like suppose if I edit this file, okay, and if you, and then since you have made changes to the file, right? If I still do the same, it will, yeah, it will automatically give you the updates as well. But this time I have to load it again. See. So this is how you can basically get all of the, and there is one more function which says myfile.read, which will get, okay, I have to load it again. So why the reason why I'm not able to get the output here, although I got the output here, is because there is a current pointer. Okay, there is a current pointer, which basically what it does is once you read the content from the file, like it is basically nothing but a number. Okay, like how we have indexing in list and string. Similarly, it is indexing for the file. Okay, so that is the reason why, like if I try to read it once after I have read the entire file, it won't show me the output. Okay, right now it is showing the output. Why? Because I ran it again, but right now it won't show. The reason, because my file dot seek, it is not that seek. So it basically it shows you the index at which your current index is present. Okay, so if what happens is, this is my file. Now if I say my file dot seek at 0, okay, if I run it again, you won't be able to see, because you have already have got all of the content from the file. Okay, but if I do this again, what I'm trying to do, I'm again giving the file index to start again from 0. Okay, to start again from 0. And now if I again read, you will get the entire content of the file. For showing it in a more concise manner, you can say print. Okay. Okay, so this is how you can read files. You can also create files. Okay, I can like say my new file, okay, which is equal to, you're again using the open function. And now I will say my new file.txt. And here instance, I'm creating a new file using Python. If you see here, there is nothing called as my new file, right? There is nothing called as my new file here. But once I give the R is for read, W is for write. Okay, so if I say W, right, if I do this, you will see that this new file has been created from Python programming language. Okay, so as you could see, the newly modified file is my new file. Now using my new file dot, I say write. Okay, write, I will say this is my new file where which I have created using Python. Okay, so it gives you the index, how much file content has been written. Okay, if you open this file, you won't see anything. The reason being, because you are still working in that file. Okay, that is the reason why it still hasn't updated. So file operation, what happens is that once you open a file, it is always recommended, okay, to close it, especially when you're writing into that file. So see, if I load this once again, you won't be able to see it. But if I want to if I want to see the whatever I have written here, I have to say my new file dot close. Okay. Now if I open it, you will see the content has been written. So why you may ask me why exactly is it not it is not like updating in real time, right? Like you may ask me that. The reason being is due to a deadlock condition. So when I say a deadlock condition, it basically means that there can be multiple people working on the same exact file, right? Like whenever you are trying to create a new file, having write permission, there can be multiple people, or there can be multiple operations which are writing into that file, right? So that is the reason, and now there can be conflicts. Okay, so when I say conflicts, it basically means that suppose if there are two applications who are writing simultaneously onto the same file, okay, if it updates, if it can get overwritten, like whatever, let's say the first program is trying to write, okay, whatever content it has written, it can be overwritten by the other application. That is the reason we always have to have close. Okay, so now if you guys remember in the exception handling lecture, we were talking about using finally keyword. Can somebody tell me why is finally keyword being used?
To print when the code is successfully run.
Okay.
Finally, we'll do it, like it will happen irrespective, whether the code executes or not. That was a condition after
Exactly.
exception.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, irrespective of whether, I mean, the code is successful or unsuccessful, you always have to perform that operation. So that is where this close operation comes into picture. Like you can always say try, okay, I am creating a new file which says open, open, and you can say it as my second new file dot txt, and here you can have w, okay, and yeah, now here I'm trying to open the file, I'm trying to write inside the file dot write, okay, I'm writing blah 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 anything, and then I am again, let's say I'm again writing, let's say blah blah blah, okay. Now I'm saying except exception as e print exception occur, okay, right, and then finally you can just say new file dot close. So doesn't matter, okay, once you have created this, if suppose if there is some condition due to which the write operation has failed, okay, let's suppose if I do this something like this, okay, let's suppose if I do this, there is some issue with my code. Even if like if this fails, it will always make sure that finally keyword will make sure that your whatever file you have, it will get closed. Otherwise there will be multiple issues with the code. The reason being that your file won't get closed and it will get stuck into your memory and it will create many problems. So if I run this file, see, It is giving me closing parentheses does not, this is a static error. So if I do this, I have created a new file. You will see that I have written all of that into one line. If you want, then you can also like maybe give /n, which is used for creating a new line. Right now, if I go here and if I see again, like load the file once again, you will see it has been done 2 times. So remember guys, if you are writing with the W, which is the right option, okay, which is the right option, read option, you are just reading the data. Write option, right? It basically is writing to the entire file. Okay, remember this word, writing to the entire file. Okay, so what happens is, suppose if a file with this name already exists, like in our case this file already exists, right? Although it has this value, but if I now write it with some other updated value, like say first line, and let's say here as second line, right? If I run this again, you will see that the previous content was this. But if I close this and try to open it once again, you will see first line and second line and the previous content has been removed. That is the write operation. When you are opening the file with write operation and write into that file, the entire content of the file will get removed, will get replaced, will get basically updated with the new content. Okay. Now you may ask, then how can we make sure that, there is is there any option where we are opening the existing file? Okay, where we are opening the existing file, while also whenever we want to write it, we are making sure that the previous content is also present. So that is where your append, which starts with a append, this is write operation, this is read operation, and you have which is append operation. In this append operation, if you say, you can basically, you are appending to the already existing content. So if I do this, right, see there was no third or fourth line, but if I again open it up, you will see that the first, second, and third, so here the first and second line still remains intact. That is, it doesn't get replaced with third and fourth, but rather it just the third and fourth line gets updated, right? So remember guys, this is your append operation, this is your write operation, replaces old content if same file is present. Add to existing file. Without replacing content. Okay, and this is your, like, this is your, I will also do this here. Read operation reads the content from file. So suppose if you already have my file .txt, here it would be read. So this is how you can define, this is read. This is right, and this is end. Okay, so here once I say my file dot, I have to print, and also you have to these are the three different operations: read operation, write operation, and append operation. Any doubts, guys? So Siraj, try is not a function; it is a exception handling statement. So try, as you might remember, try we use for exception handling, right? So when I say exception handling, it like basically means that whenever you want your code to run smoothly without any errors, you need to make sure that all of the errors are handled. Whatever errors can be present are handled in Python. So that this is try except this is the structure of handling the errors. If you are still confused, maybe you can try going over the lecture. Which lecture? This lecture, lecture 8. You can try going it over once again, and you will understand the entire thing maybe in a more detailed manner. And here why the exact reason why we are using try except and also finally, because as I said, like whatever code you write in the finally block, it will run no matter what. So that is why we have written a code which is closing the file. So we are saying that doesn't matter even if I am not able to let's say if there are some after reading the file, if you happen to do something, do some error, then your file should get closed. Otherwise, it will result into an error, especially when you are writing or appending it to a file. This is without trials, just directly trying it out.
So we don't need to create this file, like it was already created, yeah?
This was already created. So while reading, you have to make sure that there is already a file from
Okay.
which you can read from. So
How do we create?
You can create just going here plus this plus sign or in
I mean,
caps.
how do we create with a code? Is there a code to create?
Yeah, you can. This is how we can create, right? Like open my file.txt, and instead of R, you say W. And once after saying W, you can now write inside this file. when
That's
you
about writing inside a file. Like, is there a code to create the file? Like, instead of clicking that plus button, is there a code that I could create the file from?
so this is the code to create a new file, Imran bhai. So like
Okay.
when this open function basically is for file handling itself.
So I did not have a file and I use this open function to
With
do that try
W.
and exception.
Yeah,
With W,
W.
with W did I do? I did do. हाँ did do बता रहे थे. ठीक है. Let me try. Thank you.
Hmm. So seek is nothing but a pointer. It is, I will explain it to you guys in a much better sense, but first try this. But anyways, like as I said previously, seek is nothing but a pointer. Basically, it points to exactly where your current location in the file is, like how much content you have already read and how much the other content is remaining. I will explain it in a more proper manner, but first try to understand this. First try to do this. Let me know, guys, once you guys are done. If you want, I can also write it. I mean, paste the code on the chat.
Shadi, the first one you created the file,
Mhm.
The read one. Before you make the read this statement, you have to make a file first.
Yeah. So I already had a sample file here just to show how read operation is like how we can use read operation. But if you don't have a file, you can create one using this, and then you can read the same exact file using this code.
I got returned an error. It says bool object not callable while I was trying to create that initial file.
Can you copy paste the code?
Okay. Sure. Try nice. Please create.
Okay. Yeah, so one thing which I can clearly see from your code is this should be like this.
I just went
And-
over there for no reason.
Yeah.
Let me edit that.
And
Yes.
rest everything seems to be fine. If I run this,
So I'm getting finally error now. Call in line bool object not callable.
no, so it shouldn't be closed. Okay. When you are saying closed,
Mm-hmm.
then it basically you are whether you are checking whether that file is closed or not. So bool object is not callable. It is says closed. You have to say close, not closed.
Okay. Good. Thank you.
So if
So
I
I
run
got
this,
this
yeah,
file.
this thing, yes. See, I'm able to write a file. Yeah,
My
Siraj, you were
file.
asking something. Yeah, I already answered, right?
My file.txt.
Without this coding, we can directly make a new file.
Yeah, I mean, you can also make a new file. Suppose if you are in Collab, are you doing in Collab?
No, I'm doing in Anaconda.
Then you can just hear the big plus sign. You can do a go and you can just say text file, and then you can do whatever you want, and you can also rename the file, right? And now you can read from that file using the same exact code here. Instead of this, I will just say siraj.txt and by the way, while writing in the file, you can also like use for loop and all. But yeah, we will see about that once you have done with this. Are you guys done with this? Okay, so moving forward, I will create a program to input to write to a file, create a new file, create and write to file using user input. So what I will do here is I will first say try, and what I will do is I will create let's say my new file object, my new user file object, which say open my user, let's say grocery list dot txt. It will have write operation. Okay. Now I will say a user input. okay, equal to input enter grocery list, okay, and also I will print please type and when you are done adding all groceries. Okay. Now here what I will do, I will say while user input is equal is not equal to user input dot upper is not equal to end, I will take the user grocery input equal to input enter grocery. Okay. After doing this, I will create I will just use my new user file dot write user grocery input. Okay. And what also I will do is yeah, I will also introduce a new line. I can also, yeah, I need to enter a new line. And yeah, that's it. Now, if the user basically types end, then it will come out of the loop. Then in the after doing end, you just have to say no, you don't even need to say, you can just say exception as the same exact this thing. I need to copy paste. Right, and I will just once the user finally uploads, is done with the entering the grocery list, you can just close it, right? So now if I run this, it will say enter grocery list. You can, let's say I'm entering, actually you don't even need to here take input. You can just say enter grocery list, right? And while okay, so I will say, let's say banana. And then since it is in the while loop, until and unless I enter end, it will always run. Since this condition is unsatisfied, it will always run and it will always add to this new file. If you see, then this new file has been created. But right now, since I haven't closed the file, I'm not able to see any content, whatever I have written. I will say banana, I will say apples, I will say grapes, and let's say I want to buy what else, like cucumber, milk, fresh cream, curd, cheese, and chicken, mutton. Now I'm done entering all of the groceries. Now if I say end, it will come out of the loop. Okay, that is why it is not asking once again. It will come out of the loop and it will just go, since there was no exception, the finally block will anyways, even if there is exception, it will still basically close the file. Now if I load the file again, you will see that whatever I have written, although this end shouldn't be here, but still, like, whatever I have written is able, I mean, we are able to see it on the file. Any doubts on this? Any doubts, guys? Were you able to understand how we have combined try, while loop, and then also our file into this? So we are using while loop because we don't know how many groceries the user might give. If we know already that like let's say the user will give only 10 groceries, then instead of while loop we could have used for loop. But since we didn't know and we had to rely on a condition, that is why we had to use while loop. So yeah, I'm copy pasting this code so that everyone can execute on their end. But let me know, guys, if any doubts. Shall we move ahead? Siraj, are you able to get this? Siraj and Faizan bhai.
If we want to not have end in that list, do I break after the while thing, or do I break after the new underscore user underscore file under right before right I break, right? I break
No.
before the
So
right.
what you can do is because you are checking the condition only after the user is inputting
Right,
and here, right? So
right.
what you can say, if user grocery input equal to, let's say we can also say upper,
Yeah,
same condition is equal to end,
right.
then you just break out of the loop. So
Okay,
if I
but
do this
if I
again,
did not do this condition
hmm,
and I did a break, then it would not only get the end to right? Even then it
yeah,
will
it
break, right?
wouldn't be able to get the end, right? Because you will be by default breaking it. Doesn't matter whatever you write. So you have to check for
Okay,
the,
okay, yeah, right. Makes sense.
you have to check for the condition that okay,
Yeah,
there is no end here. So
right.
if I run this again, let's say I type again same exact things: bananas, apples, mango, cherries, papaya, orange, cucumber,
And
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 lychee, like whatever, chicken, mutton, coriander, curd, milk, and all that stuff. Now, if I say end, even if I write it in small letters as well, because I've given a upper condition. If I do this, right, previously end was coming here in the file, but if I load it again, you won't see end, because as soon as the user has inputted the grocery input as end, I am breaking it, and that is why I'm not writing this. I mean, I'm not writing end to the file. That
Got
is
it, got
why,
it.
yeah, you are
Sounds
not able to get the end here.
thanks.
Yeah, any other doubts? Okay, so moving forward, so we will use the same file to understand between what is seek and tell. Okay, so I will just open this grocery file using open and my, no, what was it? User grocery list with a read operation. You can even say write as well, but I will say read operation. Okay. Now, after doing this, if I say grocery file dot read, it will give me, okay, let me print it out. It will basically give me all of the things which I had given to the file, right? But if I again print this out, it will give me empty result. The reason being is because read is at read, the pointer at which currently your file is pointing at is 95. Okay, so the pointer here, it basically acts as an index. So it, now one more thing, if you see, right, if you yeah, if you see the length of it will also be 95. So whatever the content of your file, right, whatever the content of your file also has the length of 95. This is nothing but the end of the file. So that is why here, once you have read this, so you cannot read uh, from the same file, okay, multiple times, given that your file, basically how it exactly loads up the pointer is, it will first read bananas, it will second read apples, it will give mangoes, and similarly it will go until milk, and here is your pointer now. Okay, since there is no additional data present here, it won't read anything else. You can read only one time. But if you want to set the pointer again to the start or wherever you want, what you can do is you can say grocery file dot seek 0. I am basically telling that grocery file, set the pointer of the grocery file to again 0. Okay, so now if I do this, the pointer has been set to 0. Now if I run this again, you will see that I am able to read the entire data once again. One more thing which I would like to basically let you guys know is you can also control how much you want to read from a file. Okay, for example, let's suppose let me do seek again, so that I again reindex the pointer to the initial position. Now if I say print grocery read, but here when I'm trying to implement the read function, run the read function, I can say 10. Okay, then when you say 10, it will just give you the first 10 characters. Okay, it will just give you the first 10 characters. And if I do this again, print read, it will give the characters which are coming after the first 10 characters. Similarly, see, yeah. Now, if I just plainly say print grocery file dot read, read by default will give the entire whatever remaining characters. From here, it will start and it will basically give all of the remaining characters. And if you want to know at which point your pointer is, you can just say tell. Like for example, if I do this, now if I want to know at which pointer is my current index for the file is at, I can just say tell. It will give me that it is at 10 pointer. Okay. So similarly, if I read and see, it is like 10 plus 10, 20. 20 plus 10 is 30. 30 plus 10 is 40. So basically what happens is Python keeps a index for the file as well, where it starts reading from the start of the file. And once you have read it, it won't read it multiple times. It will only read one time. Okay. And if you want to read it multiple times, you have to use seek and to reset the pointer. And if you want to know where the current pointer is, you can use the tell function. Any doubts?
Shadir, why would we use this seek function for each words? Like it, we have we can use it as a list also.
For each words, didn't understand.
Like now we are, if you put 10, it is taking banana one letter from each word, right? So can we use it as a banana as a one whole and apple as one,
Yeah,
two,
you
like this?
can do it. So I mean, see, for doing that, what you can do, suppose, I mean, this here, since you didn't know that what is the length of banana and what. So what you can do here, remember the split function, what you can do. Okay. So I will do, I will first set the seek to 0, and then I will just take this input to grocery file dot read. I will take the output from this read function to a grocery list. Okay. Now you can just say grocery list. Okay. Like if you print it, you get each and everything like this, right? But if you want, like, but still the type of this grocery list is string. By the way, there are two methods. This is the hard method. I'm trying to just showcase you how you can deal with suppose if you get multiple things, then how you can like split it into a list. Now what I will do, I will split this grocery list. Okay. I will no, I will join split this using, see, now you are now able to get it inside a list. But this, like this, you have got it inside a list. This was your answer. But if you want to do this everything into one line of code, like you don't have to use split or you don't have to assign a new variable, what you can do, you can just simply say grocery file dot read lines, and you will get the entire output in a list. So read lines, read function will give you the entire content of the text file, and also you can provide an optional index as well, from until which you need to get the content. You can also do that. Or if you want to basically read all of the lines, you can just say read line. Or if you want to read line by line, just have to say grocery. Again, I have to say seek. I can just say read. There are two functions. There is read lines, which is plural, which will give you all of the lines. Or you can say read line. Read line is a singular function where when it is an iterator, it will first give you bananas. And if now again, if I do this, it will give you apples. Now, if you don't want this /n, then you can say print, and it will go away. See, it is basically printing one by one. So read line will give you like one by one output, but if you want each and every output, then you say read lines. Understood, Siraj? Now this will work for all of the files where you have one line, like line, suppose if you have lines, right, like here. But what if, okay, but if you, let me give example where the manual, like how we did manually, will the split condition will come into use. For example, if I run this again, okay, but no, I have to little. So instead of saying plus, I will just say comma. Okay. Now if I let's say mail curd, what fresh cream, chicken, coriander, mutton, and let's say Szechuan sauce. And I mean, I'm just trying out, help me out here, guys. Let's say orange, lychee, custard, or whatever. Like I will just send now, right? Now, if you see it, previously we were like appending new line. That is why it came into new line. But if I reload this once again, you will see everything is now into one line. Okay. Now, if I again open this, okay, if I say read, everything will come in one line. So again, see, if I say, then everything is in one line. That is, entire content is in one line. If I say read line, oh, I have to say seek, then everything has come into one line. Now you can't use read lines or lines for getting each and every milk, curd, fresh cream, and all that individually using read line function. This is where your knowledge that even if you are getting output in this manner, what you can do is use the split function which we had here, right? What you need to do is you can just say since, okay, since this, wait. Right? Since this entire string is separated by comma, right? You can use in the split function and say comma to get it in a list. See. Oh, sorry. Grocery file. Oh, sorry. Grocery file dot read and split. So this is why not just having the knowledge of how to do it using functions, but also what exactly how we can do it using manual as well is very important. I hope everybody understood this. Any other doubts, guys? Shall we move ahead?
Shadir, when I try to execute this code, grocery underscore file dot read lines, it says name grocery file not defined. Um, I have a similar file created like you have over there.
But have you like while creating opening this file,
Yeah.
had to name the variable grocery file? This file variable.
While opening, right? With the program the code that you wrote for opening, right?
Yeah.
I made user underscore grocery underscore
Yeah.
list.
So that should be the one which you should be using for doing all the operations.
But you also have user underscore grocery underscore list,
This
right?
is my actual file which is present in my operating system, like in my the hard disk. This
Okay.
is the variable which I have created for doing all the operations.
No, it's the same for me too. Like even if I use
Okay.
user underscore grocery underscore list, it's just the same thing.
Okay, can you share your screen?
Sorry. You'd have to disable that.
Oh, wait. Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do now?
right. So, okay. Okay, so this one was right, the initial program. So this was the name given, right? Just like yours. Then I did this, and the file was created. It's blank, huh? That's blank.
No, you might have not
Yeah.
my new user file. You might have closed. Can you run
Yeah, I
it again?
close it.
Second.
Try again, right?
Yeah,
Something. Okay, running. Chai. Okay, so here it is. Okay, first close, then do it again. Fine. So that happens, and then I close again, right?
Yeah, and no worries. I mean, you can. Okay.
Yeah.
Can you
Okay.
go upside? Can you go upside? Yeah. So here, after your opening user grocery list with so now, can you tell me where exactly are you opening the file?
Here, right? This
No, no,
is
no, 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 no,
yeah.
no. So this you are closing it. Like once you are done, you
Yes.
are closing it. You have
Right.
to open it once again using read. Read as an
Yes. Yes. So here is where I'm trying to do it, right? Read.
yeah. So here you have to first assign this grocery file grocery file by opening it. Okay. So what you have to do, say grocery file.
Grocery underscore file, right?
Yeah. Equal to open function round brackets, and then you just name the file which you need to open, which is user grocery file. You can just say tab, like yeah, you can
Yeah, I
invert
did. Yeah.
and
Is
then
there's something over here? Uh,
yeah, I mean, no, you have to say
mhm.
uh what inverted commas
Inverted commas.
and type user and press tab.
Okay.
Yeah,
Okay.
and then you press you close the inverted commas
Right.
and say R in small letters.
मान लिया भाई हाँ ठीक
Okay,
so
now run it.
okay and then we did that split thing okay ठीक चलो some let's go back stop चलेगा भाई मैं split करता
Okay, sure. Are you guys able to see my screen?
Yes, Shadir.
Okay. Hmm. So read lines, I mean, you don't need to split, right, Siraj? Like since already you are getting everything in read lines, like you don't need to split. You have to say instead of read lines, it should be read. See, read.
Hey, Shadir, how we will remove this slash n after each grocery? It's showing after I put this grocery file dot read.
Print.
Uh,
To say print, then it will automatically go away. So for slash n in when given to a print function, it indicates new line. So that is how print doesn't show slash n. Okay, so moving ahead, we will quickly see one more thing.
Shadir, can you check my screen once? It's not
Yeah,
showing
just
me.
a minute. Yeah, can you share your screen?
आपको भूख लगती तो क्या बोलते हैं?
Okay. So slash n here, right? You need to print the entire thing. Okay, can you copy the code on 33 line? There is 2 lines of code. 33. Yeah. No, not the output, not the output, the code. Grocery file dot c, grocery file dot read, this one. Yeah. Copy the entire code. Write it below. Right. Now in the second line, just before grocery file, use print. Acha, you didn't properly split it. That's the reason it is not coming properly. Okay. Can you see read lines? It is coming. Can you show me the file for this? Okay, this is, yeah, this is having slash n. Okay, so can you go to the same? Since you are using new line, you have to split using new line. Go downside. Here you replace comma by slash n. Yeah, now do it. Understood? Since in your file you are not separating the groceries using comma, you are separating using new lines. That is why you have to say slash n.
Okay, got it.
Okay. So now we will learn something in Python which is used when doing text processing. Okay, whenever you want to, let's say, search. So whenever you enter into a file and you want to search something in the entire file, then the easiest thing for you to do is run a for loop. Like for you split it in the list, like you search across each and every line, whether whatever you are searching for. Like if I want to show you, like yeah, so where is the code for where I'm opening it? So what you can do is I need to split this. Right, split it and store it into a different or even I don't need to split it, it will automatically come here. Let's say for grocery in this. Like suppose if I'm trying to search for search term equal to, let's say, mutton. Yeah. If grocery equal to search term, then print search term found, right? And else wouldn't be here, else you don't even need to do it. See, search term found. So basically mutton is present inside that list. As you could see here, mutton is present, right? Mutton is present here. But what if I say paneer? Paneer is not present, obviously, right? So that is why it is not coming here, search term found, right? But this is a very lengthy operation, right? You first have to read it from the file, read it and split it, and then again you have to use a for loop and then check for a condition. So instead of doing all of this, what you can do, you can use something called as regular expressions. Okay. So now here I'm trying to now explain you some new terminologies. Now this terminologies is called as package. Okay. So as we have been using multiple functions, built-in functions in Python, like the open is a built-in function, parent is a built-in function, and the length is a built-in function, int is a built-in function, string is a built-in function. So these are all built-in functions. You don't need to explicitly define it somewhere. Okay. But suppose if you want to call some module, suppose if you want to use something which is outside Python's context, you need to import it. You need, like how we do import export in our business. Similarly in Python, if you want to use something which is like outside of Python, you need to import that. So here I am importing a library called as RE. RE stands for importing regular expression library. Okay. How is RE used? I will tell you. So I will do the first, I will open the file again once here. And by the way, I didn't close the file here, so I will close it. Grocery file dot. So what I will do, I will just use re dot find. So here we are searching, right? Re dot, you can also use find, or you can use let's use find operation. You use find function. Okay. And here you have to basically first give the search term which you are searching for. Here the search term is paneer. So here let me also, so I need to give search term what you are exactly searching for. And the second is you need to give where you are searching for. I am searching in from the file, right? I'm reading from the file. Okay. Okay, import dot find all. See, re dot find all, it didn't return anything. Okay. But it will return mutton. Why? Because mutton is present inside the file. So this entire operation, what we have done here, can be done in one line of code using regular expression. So suppose if in this file, if I say mutton multiple times, right? And yeah, I have, let me here also close it. I have to print this, otherwise it won't come. See, mutton comes multiple times. This is the power of regular expression. If you want to find any pattern, any pattern, specific pattern which you need to find, then also you can, suppose if you want to find all of the, or if you want to search all of the groceries which starts with C, Okay, like curd, chicken, coriander, right? What you can do, you can take this entire like I can let's say I have this grocery, okay, and I am storing this into a, let me store it into a groceries. Okay. Now, whenever I will call these groceries, it will always give me this, right? Suppose you need to find re dot find all. Okay. I need to find all of the instances where C has been used. Then you can just see, and you can just have to give groceries here, like from where you need to find. So it will give you the number of instances where C has been repeated. This is the find all function. And suppose if you want to know at which specific index was this repeated, you can say search, and it will give you the first span, the index at which C got repeated. So if I just say groceries, let's say starting from 5, C, it has started from C, right? So similarly, like let's say re dot, if you want to like under give like specific, any specific, say
Shadir bhai, sorry,
yeah,
sorry. What is that span is equal to 5 and 6? What is that count?
span is equal to 5 by 6 is nothing but your index. Like where exactly, like if I give 6, see, I can also like give like suppose if you want to get all of the findings, then you say find all and re dot. So basically here what you're trying to do is trying to check whether something is here. I mean whether like or what, how many times C has been occurred, his entire string.
Okay, so it says like we can say in 5 words, 5 instance, and C is repeated in one of the instance. That's why it's 6.
So suppose I say results dot start and end. So this is like the first, it will give you, search will give you first occurrence. Since like search basically supports, like if you find it first, like suppose if I want to find curd, right? Re dot find, yeah, there is curd present here. The search not only will give you like not only it will give you that where search whether it is found or not, but it will also give you where exactly it is found. Okay, that is the match. What is the match? And it will also give you where exactly it is found. So suppose here, if I do groceries of 5 to 9, you will find curd here. It will also give you the index where curd is present. Do you guys understand this? I have pasted this on chat if you guys want to like just go through it once. So we are just facing the entire search by using find or search function. Yes.
Right, just go to the initial library import wala part.
Yeah. The import RE. So this you have to also do
This one, yeah.
Import is a statement where you will be importing the any
Yeah.
packages, extra packages which you want.
Right. I just need that particular line of code, initially when you call that library so that I could run it and see if I could run it.
This is import RE, that's it. Like then you
And
use
then it'll all start running. Okay. Okay.
Yes, find all will give you a empty list. If suppose if I'm trying to search for tomato, which obviously is you won't find it due to its high price in your grocery list, then it will be like it will basically return you empty list. Okay. But and also like if you do it for search, then it will also give you empty. It won't give you anything. But if it finds something, like suppose if it finds like something, then it will not, it RE or find all will give you the list of things which has been found. So I this you will understand why exactly giving list is important later. But here like search will not will also give you the span. The basically span is nothing but an index at which chicken is present.
Started that validate password that question we can use this RE function also, no? Because I found that solution in ChatGPT. Import RE.
You are not supposed to tell your sources, but yeah. You can, yeah, I mean we will do it, as we progress, but yeah, this is a very basic example using regular expressions, but yeah, as we go along you will know how we can do it. That's actually the end of our lecture. So today's lecture will be little lengthy, rather than like it will be 2.5 hours, or maybe if needed 3 hours. But yeah, we will try to cover this up, regular expressions, because tomorrow again one more interesting lecture coming up, which is how to do data analysis using Python. So for that, we have to complete this today. Let me know, guys, if you guys are done with this. Okay. So yeah, so I hope everybody is able to understand this. But this was a very basic example where you are just trying to find some specific words or specific occurrences. What if, okay, what if I will show you an example. Search for numbers in string. Okay. So let's say my test string has numbers like my let's say phone number is 97680119995, right? Or let's say 836935, or 8369353081. Okay. What I want to do now is you want to write a program to just get the numbers present inside here. Okay. So if you don't know regular expressions, what you will do? You will do something like for I in test string, let's say for character in test string. Okay, let's say number, I will create an empty list, number list, to store the number which I want, right? What I will do is if character is digit, then I will append to the number list. Okay, like append character, right? And if I now print number list, you will get all of the numbers. But still, here there is no separation, right? There is no separation here. Like here you don't know, I mean, although you know that, okay, Indian number is like only 10 numbers, but here you don't know which number, I mean, although it has been added sequentially, but still there is no clear distinction, right? You have to like check for whether like whether there is certain other conditions which are like which makes these two numbers separate, or some split it accordingly, right? But using regular expressions, this is very easy. You just have to say re.find. Okay, now here I will be using the actual power of regular expression, test string. Yes, sorry, find all. See, here although I'm able to get the same exact output like this using /d. /d basically represents like how /n represents /n represents your new line, /d represents digits. Okay, so this regular expression is trying to match the pattern. So here what we are doing, what we are telling is, suppose if you find this in the string any number, okay, just find it and give it in the entire list. Okay, give it in the entire list, test string. This, but suppose if you want that clear distinction, then you just have to add plus here, /d plus, and you will find both of the numbers to be individually distinctive, and you can, now these are real numbers, right? This is the power of regular expression. You can do text processing, you can find this R is basically saying that even you don't need R here, but still this R basically, which it basically says that this string is a regular expression pattern. Okay, a regular expression pattern. So here what you are telling is that whatever I'm writing here, like previously we were giving entire words. Okay, but here I am giving a regular expression pattern. There are different patterns which you can use for example, for the same string, I want to extract all of the digits, or sorry, instead of digits, I want to extract all of the text available. I don't want digits. So what I need to do, I can just say re dot find all. I will say slash w. Slash w, and you will get all. Wait, that is the which you don't slash a, I suppose. No. That is a, just a minute. A to Z. See, my phone number you got. Similarly, you can say S. So, okay, first, how many guys understood this? Like, what I'm trying to tell is here, I will first let me just say it slash d. Slash d basically represents digit. Any digit found inside the string, you have to return it. Find all and return it. Okay. When I'm say plus, it basically means that when continuing, okay, it will for when I say just slash d, it is saying 9, then 7, then 6, then 8. It is like finding each and respective element and then basically giving it out. But when I'm saying plus, it basically means that it should continue until you don't find a number. And when you don't find a number, like here, you are finding space. That is why it broke and it continued for finding the other. Then it again finds number. And here, if I write anything else, just a minute, guys. Okay. If I write like something here, okay, it will give, yeah, this will do this. But if I do this, see, it will still give you the number. So it will start with the number and it won't start. Suppose if I do this, right, if I get a space here, okay, if I add or one more number, let's say I add one more number. Okay, this is plus sign. Okay. Similarly, you have one more sign, which is r slash t star. It will give you, okay, it will not only give you the number, wait, it will not only give you the number, but it will go until once you find it. Okay, once you find it, it will go until the last. So star basically means it can be present or it cannot be present, but plus means it has to be present.
Shadir bhai, is there a way wherein, like in PowerShell, if you hit the tab thing, it displays all the possible commands that you could use. Is there a way, like once I import a function, import a library, is there a way
Yeah,
I
yeah.
could,
So suppose if you import re,
yeah,
okay, now if I press
what all
re dot
combinations?
re dot press tab, and you will now get
RE and tab, okay.
all of the functions. Like f basically represents functions. Find all, full match, and then match, and like split, search.
Okay, nice, nice.
You don't need to like find everything, but yeah.
और वो words वाला क्या था अपन, how did we do the words वाला part?
Yeah.
Only words we imported.
So
S
for,
thing is not working for me, actually. I tried.
okay, can you share your screen and
Oh, okay. Where is share, share. Okay, so I did this test underscore string, right? Same thing. Find all, D, find all, this one.
Just a minute.
Slash is special or something like slash has to go that way.
Yeah, slash has to, no, it is fine. And here, instead of numbers, give text all. So for getting the all the text, there is another thing which I will let you guys know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sure.
So, okay, wait. So I'm not sharing my screen now, sorry. Where is it? Yeah. So for getting just the like without, if you don't want this, right? There are two ways of doing this. Either you say, where is it? Where is it? Yeah.
Not equal to digits.
Yeah, not. Yeah, you can say not, but it is not working. I don't know why. But
Right.
yeah, no worries. But
Right.
either or you can just say like whatever letters. You can also give a range of letters. Okay, like
A to
capital
Z, A
to
to
Z
Z. Yeah.
and a small a to Z, and then say plus. Okay. So and when you say plus, it
These are
basically
the only
give
letters.
you all the text which is available.
Okay.
Like here it shows numbers. Okay. Did you guys understood this?
Shadir, why we use R in the beginning?
So R is basically it like how we use F for string formatting, right? So R here indicates that this is a regular expression. We are using this string for regular expression matching. That's why.
So we have F and R. You have any more?
No, not that you will use. Yeah, F and R is more or less. Okay, so let's actually look at one more example, right? Let's say that you want to now yeah, let's take an example. Let's suppose this is my string. Okay, This is my test string. Okay. Now you want to find 1145 properly. Okay, you want to find 1145 properly. Then for doing this, what you will say, re.find. Okay, but this time if you say /d plus, okay, and give test string, the issue, okay, the issue is 8 will also come here, right? But I only want 1145, right? You basically only want 1145. So what you can do in this case is, instead of saying this, you can say d plus, okay, /d plus, and then you can say /d plus. This should work. Okay, it is giving. Okay. Wait. So here what I have said, that it should begin with a number and continue until a number, and then find this semicolon, and then it can find /t. So that is why 1145 properly it was able to detect. Like if I have, or let's say even if I say 12:33 p.m. and it will give you this. Or if you say this, let's suppose, yeah, like 8:40 a.m. Okay, so you see it is giving me. And suppose if you want AM or PM in here, you can also do that. So at start, I mean, you don't have to remember all of these things, by the way. Okay. So what you can do, for like what I generally do, okay, if I want to know what regular expression will work for getting me this, then one quick hack which you guys can do is, okay, let me see. Let me share the screen once more. To log in. Minute. Right. I hope you guys know about ChatGPT. So what I will do is, I will just say that I will ask ChatGPT, please create.
This was removed from Edge recently.
Sorry.
I was asking, every time I got stuck in the weekend, I used to do this, but it got removed from the Edge thing. I think
I mean,
it's
you
not there
can
on Edge
still
anymore.
access from OpenAI, like this website, chat.openai.com.
They want to pay, right? No?
No. This is free, completely free.
Okay.
Please create a regular expression for extracting time from below string in Python. Okay. See, it will tell. Then I just need to paste. then it will give you exactly like, see, it will give you all of the things which is required. Like I'm basically telling you how you can take help from ChatGPT to complete your assignment. But yeah, but the only thing which you need to understand is how this code works. Okay, so suppose if I copy this code and if I run it, then you will get. So even if I just write this here, right, this extra thing, okay, it will work. So this is how I remember like how to use, like I mean I don't remember all of the complex jargons or everything. I can just go to ChatGPT and I can just ask, okay, what exactly do I need to provide here so that I will be able to extract. Like one more example which we can think of is, let's say that I want to now, let's say this my test string is this. Suppose let's keep it simple. Suppose if I want to get all of the words, okay, get all of the words which end with AIN, okay, which end with AIN, then what I need to do is re dot find all, okay, my regular expression would be star dot AIN, okay, and then I say test string. Okay, what is nothing to repeat. Oh, sorry. /w dot star. Pain and vein. /w basically means any word, okay, any word, and then it can like have anything. Like suppose if I say, and all my efforts are going in vain. Suppose if I say and plain, it will give me plain. I can even ask ChatGPT to do this for me, and let us see what it gives. Can you extract all words from below string which ends using AIN? Copy code, go here, say this, giving me the same one. So I mean multiple ways of doing the same exact thing, but you don't need to worry. So I mean also you don't need to. So the top things which you need to know about regular expression is /w basically means words. /w basically means anything apart from words. Just a minute.
So both of /w.
No, this is small. This is
Okay.
capital.
Capital.
/d basically means digits. /D basically means anything apart from digits. Okay. Like for example, in this case, if I do, okay, like where was that? Yeah, this one. Right. Suppose if I do /d, okay, if I do where did it go? you will get everything apart from numbers. This was the other method which I was telling, which is opposite. /d will give you numbers. /t will give you anything apart from numbers. /w will give you everything because numbers are also words. It will give you everything. But the capital W will give you all the space, like whatever space was here, right? It would, like, suppose if I add here, okay, test string plus let's suppose any special characters, like, okay, now if I do this, you will get all the special characters, right? The /s will give you all the space, and slash capital S will give you everything except for space. Okay, so these are like more or less and like these three things which you know, then you, I mean, you should be able to like understand each and everything. You don't need to remember, obviously, as I said, you don't need to remember. You can just ask ChatGPT, or you can even Google that what is the regular expression for like getting this, and you will automatically get it. Yeah, and yeah. So suppose like one example. Let's suppose I have like, let's say, a string in which I'm saying my email ID is shadir99@gmail.com, or chat projects@gmail.com, or let's keep. So if I want to extract this thing, right? If I want to extract this thing, what I will do is find, right, r, and it should basically start with a word. It should have the words, right, and it should also have a special character. That is why I'm saying S, right, and then it can end with anything. Okay, special character, and then words, then plus. It should give me, oh sorry, I cannot do the same mistake again and again. See, it should be there. So it is giving me email, and then, okay, why exactly is email coming here? Email ID. So exactly, that is why, I mean, even though you are getting the output, you still are not able to properly. So what you can do, again, like as I said, don't worry too much about this, that you just go to ChatGPT. Can you give RE expression for getting all emails inside this? And it will give you everything. This is also very, very long, but it will make sure that it has whatever, everything is covered. So if you copy this, go here, and you will get the output. So this is more or less what you want to remember, nothing more. What is /p here? /p basically means that it should be in between. /b basically in between. That's it, nothing more. And here plus basically means that the continuation it should have it. It is compulsory, but star, it will mean that it can have anything. That is why my and everything, it can have it like slash, it starts with a word, and then it can have anything. That is why star is coming here. Okay, so yeah, so star basically means it is compulsory. I mean, more or less, you don't need to remember each and everything because it gets confusing more. So better either Google, or either you can just plainly use ChatGPT for this. And if you want extended list, then I can also do the extended list. So dot here basically means any one character, okay? Like dot star is anything. Dot plus okay. This is for male. This is for pain, suffering, right? So this is how you can like basically create within the string. If you want to find any pattern, you can use regular expressions for finding the patterns. Any doubts? Okay. So yeah, that's it for today, guys. So tomorrow again, it will be a very good session on data analysis using pandas package. We will see how pandas library or package is being used for doing. I can also give you one PPT with respect to regular expressions. First, let me find out that PPT where exactly it is. Yeah, I found the PPT. Let me share it. See, here you will find that what exactly this means, like signals like slash t, what is star, what is all this, and then you have like what is slash t slash capital D slash s slash capital S, right? And copy and send you in chat. I have sent you guys in chat as well, and I can also send this PPT to you guys. I will attach this also somewhere so you guys can. I have also sent it on the chat. Okay. So see, this is how things are, like slash capital W and everything. Okay. Not, you don't have to like worry too much for how exactly these things are working and everything. Okay. Okay. So yeah, that's it. Any doubts, guys? Okay. So yeah, so then I will see you guys tomorrow. Do remember to like go through this. What are we going to learn? So we will learn how, like, what are, so if you guys know about Excel, like most of you guys would have uh like used Excel for doing some data analysis, or like for data entry purposes, or for doing any calculations, or so we will see how we can do the exact same thing in Python, like how you can do the data analysis and do a lot of stuff in Python using the same exact thing. Yeah, in CSVs, you will have CSVs, or you can even load Excel files in the pandas lib using pandas library, and you can like perform a lot of operations. Okay, so thank you guys. So yeah, I will see you guys tomorrow, same time 8. See you guys. Take care. Bye. Happy learning.